What's going on, everybody? Traum here, and basically I have a new story for you guys. I had a crazy couple of days, so let me start from the beginning with the dreams. Um, the dream begins that basically I was at a concert type of thing. People had invited me to an after party, and basically they wanted me to attend after 11. And they said that there would be extra festivities, after 1. So, I go to this party, and there are, old friends of mine, new friends of mine, and people that were working in radio and music. So, one of the people says, oh, you're one of the ancient ones. You hold very much power. And she's like, I think you know that already, though. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I've kind of heard this before. And so I go on to, speak with them. We're talking all this stuff. And I sip on a drink. I drink it. And the next thing I know, like, I'm in kind of a trip kind of thing going on. So I see, like, summer and winter, summer, winter. But the way that the way that the art looked in my dream is from, like, remember the beginning of the Moon Fern Gully with the hands, and they were actually trees they were trying to show. Well, that's the way that it looked. Summer, winter. Summer was red, winter was white. Summer, winter, summer, winter. And then these people, they were asking me to be part of a ritual. They wanted me to stop by and see this mass or something like that. And I guess I wanted to see what was going on. I didn't know what I was about to witness. So I go, and they're speaking Latin, and they had a head of Baal, I believe. It was a head of a bull. It was all black. It was not white. So this lady goes, "There's much power in these things." And she's an African American lady. She kind of have an accident draw, or a African draw. So I'm listening to this lady, and she's basically, saying, "We're old too." So yes, I take on, I take on the party. I go, and these people are obviously they are worshiping Baal, and it was weird because the lady kept asking me to, put the words in because, I came from a very old age, and she could see that and this and that. So I looked into her eyes, and her eyes were not reptilian. They were not like a reptile. Neither were they like a cat. They were more. There was the iris, the black, and then there was no iris. It was just the black hole that you look out of, and there's no color. And I was expecting her to put contacts in, but I guess she was around her people, so she's comfortable. And she says, you fought in a very, very old war, and that war still exists today, and you have a choice to follow your brother. Do you miss him, or do you go back to your father who you've seen and worked for the last thousands of years? And I felt not trapped. I didn't feel safe in a way. I felt not bullied, but I felt in the wrong place. So the dream goes on, and basically I feel like I had been fasting up to this because I had not eaten, but like I was eating fish, I was eating like non-meat, and I wasn't craving meat either. It's as if I was being fasted for whatever was occurring on this day, this morning. So this goes down, and basically now I'm in the music industry apparently, and this lady, like I'm her protege. She has me talking to people, making concerts, all this, and basically something happens. There is some sort of incident where one of the rappers had either got, somebody had said they raped a girl or something like that. And I'm like, Jesus, JC, like, what is going on here? I'm trying to make the good out of these guys without them going totally, demonic. I really am trying to play, the Gabriel part where, you know, God needs to have an ear in the room type of thing. That's how I'm playing in the dream. Well, for whatever reason, I guess I made the wrong mistake. I told him the wrong information. He handled it wrong. He didn't go to a lawyer, or maybe he put something online. I don't know, but there was a fight in the house, and it went down. There's a brawl. Well, the next thing I know, this lady has these three big guys. I don't remember the color or anything like that, but we get thrown into a room, and I'm in a bowing type of position, and I look behind me, and the door closes by itself, and I'm like kind of freaking out, and I look up at the wall, and there's a Lucifer on the wall. I saw there's like a flash of it real fast, and the next thing I knew, I started gagging, both apparently in the dream and while this is happening, and in the dream, this black goo starts coming out of my mouth, and it formed like a snake kind of thing, where it was like a stream going forward, and it went up to this altar where there was a poster of the Lightbringer. So we go on, and the door closes. Apparently, my fiance, she goes, what were you sorry about? Because she has asked me later. And I was like, I don't remember saying sorry at all in the dream. And I believe that was Jesus actually saying, I'm sorry that you're seeing this, being put through this, but you're going to be an instrument in, getting the information out. So I hear it. Lucifer comes in. And whoever knows. If you don't, you don't. But Lucifer, I had never heard his voice before. It's smooth. It's very... when they say he's the angel of music and noise in the air, I get it now. His voice is so... It's like a drug. It's like a drug. In fact, I withdrew from it for a couple of days. I guess Jesus was purging him from my body, but it was not easy. So this is what I hear. Lucifer says, what was his name? The one that made weapons. I can't think of his name right now. So sorry, guys. Anyway, not Apollyon. It's Azazel. He goes, Azazel, take your men into Russia. He said, and when they get there, make sure it's nice and cold. He said, we're going to do a little something. He said, there's going to be a trainload of kids in the Danzig train station. He says, wherever they're supposed to be going, I guess we'll make sure that they pull up, but they ain't going to be alive. And I got this eerie feeling that there were underlying things going on, maybe with Poland. Danzig was a real place. I looked it up. There is a train station in Danzig, and that blew my mind to what it was. The next thing I know is I hear more. He goes, Azazel, take your 13 legions and take him into Russia. And when I say that Lucifer has this voice, man, it's smooth. It's like you want more. You want more. It's like a drug. It's like being addicted to a drug. And he goes, make sure it's cold when the good guys get there. He said it's so nonchalant, like, we'll be waiting. We'll be waiting when the good guys get there. That's how we refer to them. Whatever that meant, America, Poland, NATO, whatever. And then I saw a major escalation in the war. I thought I saw a politician on the ground with his family around, but it was all shadows. I don't know what that meant. I really don't. But it would look like a politician with his people, and looked like he had been shot with his wife, kid, and he's on the ground. I don't know. I don't know what that means, but that's what I saw. Then I saw a face like Putin's, but it wasn't Putin's. But it was only face. It came in like a I guess kind of like a snake, eel kind of ghost thing, and it comes up and it comes next to this train, and like, you ever see Mick Jagger when he gets loose and he starts doing the, that's how when Lucifer talks and he's doing his thing, that's really how he is. Like, he's very, very I can see why the angels followed him, because his voice is different than everyone else's. So I hear all this, I hear the plans that are going down for World War III, and it's getting worse and worse. I got the feeling that there's going to be an incident with kids who are going to get hurt, and it's going to get people in an uproar in Russia or Poland or one of these places, and they're going to take the war to Russia. Well, Russia will be waiting, and so will those 13 legions of Azazel. And then I hear it. He goes, "Bail, and make sure you do your job. I want to make sure it's real cold. I mean, really cold. When the good guys get there." Like, that's how it sounded. It was very meticulous. And, I can't get the sound out of my head. So this goes down, and I wake up, and I'm in a bowing position, apparently. My fiance wakes me up, and she's worried. And, I go back to sleep, hoping, that was just a bad dream. And I go back to sleep, and the dream was that for some reason I was very upset, and my fiance, she's holding me kind of like a baby. You'd hold a baby. And I'm crying to her and trying to tell her about all this, of what I've seen. And her face turns into Christ. And then what I believe to be maybe Mary Magdalene. And then, maybe Christ's mother. I don't know. But when you hear Christ's voice, it is so innocent and so beautiful. It's like a child. There is no malice behind what he does. It's just an innocent thing that happens and could get out of control, and does, more or less. So to finish up, the way this goes is that I'm looking up at Jesus, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Am I dead? I'm thinking I'm dead, and I'm sorry. And Jesus is like, I'm so sorry. You have to purge. Get it all out. Cry. And I break down. And I'm like, I miss my brother. I'm crying. And Jesus says, don't you think the angels miss their brothers too? They miss their brother right now. In fact, they're crying in the heavens for their brother. And I could hear it. I could see it. It was in my mind. And I saw thousands upon thousands upon thousands of babies crying. Like a seal had been ripped open, and the voice of the children had gotten to the heavens. And Jesus, he was so beautifully understanding to me about life and what I was going through. And he basically was almost apologizing. I'm apologizing to him for not doing better, bringing more information, getting more information. But he understood this is a lot on a human. And he made me see, angels cry too. The saints are crying. They're all crying. But I woke up there shortly thereafter, and it was one hell of a sequence of dreams. But I want to know what you guys think. I think they weren't bad times. Danzig, train station in the mountains of Russia. They're waiting. So I'm just letting you guys know, giving you the heads up on what I dreamt. And if you have any questions, concerns, anything at all, let me know. So we're going to end this thing with this. I love you guys. I love all of you, and thank you for standing by me. Yeah, things have gotten a little wild with the dreams and a little out of control, but I got way more to tell y'all. This is just the beginning. I love y'all.